Hello and good morning. We are getting this hike underway today.
Yeah, we're trying to avoid some major rains that are coming. We checked last night and it's supposed to come at 1 p.m.
Yep, but then we woke up this morning and I checked. And now all of a sudden, it wasn't supposed to start till 3 p.m. So we were like, yes!
When we decide to check one more time before leaving, it's gonna happen in 5 minutes.
How does it change like that? Weather, what are you doing to us? We rely on you. We're gonna go as fast as we can and just see what happens for the day. Last night, another one of those nights where couldn't get much sleep, sitting there and I hear crunch, crunch, crunch. Pretty big too. Now I'm assuming it's a deer more likely than a bear because about 10 minutes later I hear just like that, sticks clanging together, and I'm like, that could only be two bucks fighting in the woods. Something I've always wanted to see and never seen. I wish there was some light so I could have unzipped the tent and looked out. But oh well, I'm sure we'll see it out here. We're gonna be hiking for so many more miles. Right away for the day, it is sending us up a nice big hill. Rocky hill, lots of boulders.
I just crossed over these rocks that Mike was showing you when I see this really weird clothing bag. I hope you're not gonna touch it, Mike, because I think it's gonna be one of those traps.
I was about to.
Randomly full clothing bag. It would suck to lose a whole clothing bag.
There's a hat. This situation's getting even weirder. I mean, how do you leave two separate items in two separate spots? Hello? On a little descent, and it is treacherous. This is not what you want to step on a descent, especially with leaves and rocks everywhere. It would be impossible to catch yourself. Gotta take it a little slow now. Check out all the ice on the way down this. This is extremely treacherous back and forth descent. What a crazy descent that was. That was a lot of hands and squats getting down. Just about there. Here's the end.
Coming up to a very cool viewpoint. This is the first one of the day. And if I zoom in, you can also see the huge power lines.
We are on the edge too. Just look down, very straight down. I mean, there's a big rock here, but then whoop, straight cliff.
Looks like a bench fell down.
And the rain is here. We are getting all ready here. Rain jackets on, rain covers on the bags. Time to hike in the rain. All right, walking in the rain now.
Wow, look at this. This looks cool. Really cool colors here. Looks like iridescent colors.
Yeah, that's crazy. You can see the leaf color over here, and then as soon as it goes into the water, look at that. They're all white. They're all pale. Rain's coming. We gotta go. And just taking a quick little blue blaze. I mean, only 100 to 200 feet off the trail. Coming along these little rock slabs just to come see this lovely little view. All the big mountain peaks that we used to look out at. Now these look relatively flat, although all the ups and downs we've been doing all day certainly doesn't feel flat. Looks like we're in for another water crossing. No! Oh, okay, that's not too bad. Still gotta be careful. These things could have black ice on them. We've seen way too much ice going on. This river's coming down and it's just waterfall after waterfall after waterfall. Look at this. Looks like it's really pushing off a big ledge there. I can't wait to get down and see it.
There's some cool steps over here too, made out of rock.
Wow. You can see what we've been worried about all day. Look at all this ice. Such amazing waterfalls. These are called Fitzgerald Falls. We're lucking out today without having to get our feet wet. All right, we gotta keep moving. Rain is coming real soon again. It looks like it's getting heavy. And what do you know? We've reached a beautiful shelter. This is called the Wildcat Shelter.
I'm so happy this is here. It's going to let us escape all the rain, keep us nice and dry. I'm just really thankful they have these here everywhere. And they're pretty. We have one in this shelter, thankfully. I'm about to head into it.
I think we made it here just in time because the rain is supposed to hit 100% coming up on one of these hours. And while we were walking, it got really cold, really windy, which is usually the front of a storm coming. We shall see you guys on trail tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Good morning! It is extremely foggy today. There's been rain all night, so the ground is super slippery with wet leaves everywhere. So it's going to be kind of hard to hike today.
It's okay though, it's like 55 today. It's one of the highest days in the last bunch of days. So hopefully it melted a bunch of the ice we saw in the other episode. Hopefully we don't have to deal with big rock traverses sliding down those things. Let's see what we got. Let's get out there.
This is the Wildcat shelter that we stayed at last night. It's a 6-person shelter, I believe. And it's nice and small, but extremely cozy. There was no leakage last night, which we were super thankful for. But pretty unique about this one is that it has a really cool painting.
Beautiful.
Very nice. We have shown you guys this a few times now, but it is just astonishing how many we're seeing now. Just on this branch, for example. Some on the floor. Crazy, I haven't seen them before. The Valentine's Day come early, or does the trail just love us? Look at this. What is that, Mike?
I don't know, but it's making me hungry. I kind of want a salad right now.
They're gathered everywhere on top of all of these rocks.
Lichen, lichen, I still don't know how to say it, but it's just covering a blanket.
I think I saw on Instagram reel that some of these are edible. So, I don't know.
I just had my breakfast, I'm not that hungry.
Hopefully we don't get anything crazy to hike up because everything's wet and oh my god, what is this?
I don't know, but it's looking fun.
Wow, that looks like a bouldering mission. It's actually really high.
Everything is so wet today. This is kind of dangerous.
Be careful, please.
It's actually really slick.
Oh yeah. And our hands are gonna get wet right after this.
Oh wow! I wish it wasn't foggy.
Ooh.
Come on up, everybody.
I'll come up right now. I just almost busted my ass down there. I think it's because the ultras have some sort of coating that I haven't rubbed off yet, so they're not the grippiest right now. I don't know if I would have had the same troubles with the Hokos.
Check this out. Wow. The fog is just taking us over. Oh man, coming over to the edge. Whoa, it's a huge rock slide. This is intense. This is straight down. Like I said, very slick, so I don't want to get right to the edge here. But those are massive boulders. And it looks like they all broke off this whole ledge and fell down. So sick. Another section looks like Pride Rock. It's an amazing little start to our day. Just hiked up a tiny bit more, and let's look back at what I was just standing on. Absolutely insane. And like I said, this is dangerous because where I'm standing, this whole thing that I'm standing on is angled downward out to that edge, and very, very slick. So being very careful where I'm standing. Wow. I love spots like this. These are some of my favorite spots to hike on just big boulder tops with loose rocks that you just don't know when another one's gonna fall. Gets that anticipation and the heart rate going.
My heart rate is going fast. Here we are, climbing down backwards. This requires precision, strategicness, and agility.
And poles not in my hands.
Yeah, and it's super dangerous because if your foot gets stuck anywhere, there goes an ankle. Such a cool, different section to experience, though.
Crazy, like you can see all the lichen on the rocks, and all this is like very green. It's definitely like a little bit of moss on it, so it's so slick because of it. We've noticed a lot of these blue blazes on the trees so far today. And we weren't sure what they were because they aren't on far out until now, as we see another crazy ascending rock summit here. So obviously the blue blazes are to avoid any of this stuff in bad conditions. But I mean, today it's just low visibility and extremely wet and slippery. I don't think that's that dangerous. What about you?
I don't think so. I say we go up it.
Let's get up there. Definitely giving us a little taste of our first adventure up Katahdin in the fog, on the knife's edge. Big drops to each side. What an awesome day so far.
And we reached the summit, called Eastern Pinnacle Viewpoint. So cool. We should be able to see far out all the way to Harmon State Park on a good day. But no visibility today.
It's still a good day.
Yeah, it's really cool just to see the trees fade into whiteness.
Still very slick.
Everything's still nice and moist.
Yeah. I mean, look at this. I could slide down this if I wanted to. This is such a cool descent. I'm gonna take the phone and film you coming down.
You can see the blue blaze is all the way in the bottom. But we are AT hikers. And the fog is still with us. It reminds me of the Beauty and the Beast movie where Bella got lost in the woods. Everything's so foggy and she can't see. Oh shoot, there's a car. Darn, look at that, it came out of nowhere. We're about to be roadkill. Choose happiness, Appalachian Trail, Maine, 819 miles. Georgia, 1360 miles. Village Point 9, Vista View Point 1. Really, really cool.
I want to see the view.
So cool to see Georgia getting closer and closer. And we finally have a view! The sun has come out and has pushed away all the fog. The sun beating down on me, it's warming me up just a bit. Hopefully it also dries off these rocks. Ladies and gentlemen, the fog layer has lifted. You can see the fog at a distance still covering those mountains. But it is nice and clear for us now. Look at this. You can see that there's a lake all the way in the distance.
Shimmering under the sun.
And we have mountains in the distance, still engulfed in fog, but not right here.
One of the more treacherous things I think I've come down on this whole trail, just because where she is right now, extremely wet and slick. And then here, you're gonna want to throw those poles down. Definitely backwards descent down this. wasn't so wet, it wouldn't be that bad. You can see all these leaf piles.
This is such a beautiful section that we're hiking here. It's so green and luscious.
Yeah, it's amazing. This reminds me, back in PA, one of the hikes we did, it was Hickory Run State Park. But we were just walking through at the perfect peak time of year where all these, you can see that right there, little buds. These things were in full bloom, huge flowers, different colors. It was so gorgeous. We can only imagine right now what this would look like right along the trail, lining it in the middle of peak season. Straight up cliff vibes right into the jungle.
We've been walking more and more rock slabs, except they're so steep. We've honestly been slipping constantly. Especially me. I think the shoes and the grip is just, I don't know, not there yet. I think I have to wear them in a little bit more. But Mike's shoes definitely grip a lot more than mine's do.
This is crazy.
But yeah, getting up and getting down these definitely make me think twice about my path. Because, like I said, I've been slipping.
These are the slickest rocks we've experienced all trail. Like 800 and something miles now. We haven't experienced this slick for this long of a day.
Yeah, every rock slab is slick. They don't look too slick, but they definitely are. You just go whoop.
I mean, it resembles ice when you're on them, seriously. Alright, it's been a learning curve, but I've definitely found the fastest way down. There we go.
Another mountain of a slab that we have to go up. It's getting a bit worrying because we're still a ways from the shelter, about 5 miles, and the sun is going down. So having to do this in the dark would be pretty dangerous. I've been slipping, and well, with the nighttime, it would just make everything cold and probably have more ice on the rocks. This is what we see up that slab of a mountain.
Well, we've just got some unsettling news. We just passed a group of 3 hikers out for a weekend hike, and we asked them, hey, how much more of this is there? And they're like, well, we came from way onto shelter, which is where we're going, and it's pretty much this all the way to there, and it gets worse.
So it's going to be really hard for us. Definitely going to be a serious night mission.
Yeah.
We have to make it to the shelter because it is pouring overnight and throughout the whole day tomorrow. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, we can't be in our tent for that. And yeah, it's funny, they still have 6 miles. We met at the halfway point, so we told them the same news. We're like, yeah, it's just like this for quite a ways. They're not going to have it as bad as we are. Just a couple hours left. Let's see what we can show you. Just reached what I think will be our best view of the day, called Rocky Outcrop. Check that out. You get at least a 180 view around, all the way over there. Nice, huge lake out there with some cool islands all the way out to here. This is gorgeous. We can't spend too long. We really got to get these miles in. I'll leave you with this for just a sec.
Observation made by wings. The whole ground here is purple, and the rock surrounding it is also a tint of purple. What is going on here, guys?
I hope you guys can see it in the camera because it's really purple in person.
Why is it purple? What kind of stone is this? We've been thirsty the whole day because we didn't fill up this morning. Wow, this is a really cool spot for it. Hopefully Mike doesn't get wet. Awesome. Fresh water, that's how you do it. We are coming up to the last viewpoint we might be able to see before sunset. And oh my god, it really opens up so much. Look at that. Mike just noticed a flag over there.
Perfect view.
Such a cool spot.
I really like this rock.
Why is that?
The first rock that I've ever seen coming into New Jersey, baby.
Woo! State line, yes. Surrounded by yellow markings too. Not sure why, but it feels so good. Ah, finally, New Jersey.
It's our home state.
Missed it.
Woo-wee. Looks like we got some all-terrain vehicle going down the road. Pretty cool. Oh, we got some ATVs. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Oh, wow. This is the first time we've seen these. Heading down dirt roads. We passed so many. That's so cool. Out here about to fill up some water, and what is that? Is that a donut? Nope, that is just foam. Look at that. That is the most perfect donut of foam I've ever seen. Just spinning in place.
We are walking at night now. We've been doing so for, I don't know, the past hour and a half maybe. And look at this cool section. Surrounded by this dead leaves here.
We had to fill up all our bottles a second ago. I'm bringing this whole big full bladder here so we have it for tomorrow in case we zero.
It's going to be pouring rain the whole day. So we're possibly zeroing at the shelter that has no water. So we are ready for that. We have 0.5 to get to our destination. So we're going to say our good nights now because we know there's another person at the shelter we met earlier. Have a good night.
Bye everybody.